Okay, hello and welcome everybody. This is going to be a quick mod first impressions. I just saw this on the Total War Attila workshop, and this mod is called Armenia Reborn. Basically, you can play it as Armenia in the Grand Campaign. As you can see here, you've got the character and obviously on the map. I'm going to quickly go over the details of the mod. Then I'll quickly read through this, see what objectives there are, etc, etc, and then we'll go into the campaign and see if we can see what couple of the units are like, because obviously there's going to be some new units with this. So, the mod is here. I'll leave it in the description box below for the video, and it's called Armenia Reborn. So, these are some of the units, as you can see here. Spearmen, we've got some archers, even though they look slightly Viking-esque. Some sword units, cavalry with nice helmets, heavy cavalry, etc, etc. You get a gist with the units. So, what have we got here? This is basically a reskin mod for Armenia, so you can play them in the Grand Campaign and in custom battles. Also made it so that the cities themselves provide a better and a bigger garrison. Conquering them should be more of a challenge. So we've got two Armenian spearmen, Armenian slingers, which I assume are mercenary units, which you can obviously get with Armenia, and all of these are reskins. I assume they're probably reskins of the Sassaniad Empire or Eastern faction ones, which make perfect sense. So you've got the Persian Brigade, we've got the Dalamite Infantry, the Elite Dalamite Infantry, the Sogadan Warriors, the Persian Bowmen, the Kurdish Archers, the Persian Royal Archers, Persian Mounted Warriors, Persian Nobles, Persian Cataphracts, Persian Levy, Pygian Band, and the Pushtugaban Cataphracts. Also, he's saying for future plans, he's got more reskins, new units, new officers and standard bearers, renaming the units, making it so you can recruit both the low and the high tier units, and we're going to add a picture of the Armenian territories in the campaign info menu, which is obviously on here, and making a 12-year cycle for 12 turn per year cycle for the campaign. So that's that. Let's see if we can find any units. The only thing I will apologise for now is obviously I've never actually played as Sassaniad, so some of these units may already be their kind of units already, but obviously like I said, it's a reskin, so we'll see what they are. Okay, so the faction leader is Vardanes, which is this guy here. Religion is a Greek Christian. Recently subdued by Sassanids, the Armenians seek to return to their former glory. So their cultural trait is Grand School, sanitation +1 for every province capital held, and faction trait, assuming it's the same as Sassanids, they have quite a good one. Trade at terrorist +50, income 5% interest, treasury at the end of the term. Armenia needs to survive until spring 45, control 20 settlements, and obviously the usual stuff, whatever you want to do. We shall start the campaign. I'll see you all on the campaign map. Okay, so we are now on the battle map. Obviously, this is not going to be anything spectacular with anything new. This is going to be kind of like the Troy Reborn campaign that I played before. It's basically reskins of certain units. But if you did ever want to play as Armenia, obviously this mod is for you. Secondly, if you wanted to, say you was bored with the Sassaniad Empire or this kind of region, or you wanted to play as another faction in this region, if you wanted to topple the Sassaniad Empire, then play this mod because you can play as Armenia and you could do so. So we've got Persian Levy, which you can already get with the other guys. These are the ones that they've come up. So light melee. Let's see what the stats are like for these. Obviously this is beginning the campaign, so bear in mind they are going to be weaker units. Obviously the further you go in, we could look at better units for that. So this is a reskin of a light melee infantry, which is Persian Brigade. We've got the Persian bows, again obviously very light bows, but they're going to be quite agile and be able to run along. Not the best units ever. Persian Scouts, very light melee cavalry. You can see the stats there as well. Not too bad, they've got quite a good charge or speed to them. Persian Cataphracts, same as what you'd get with the Sassanids really. Obviously excellent charge bonus, high health, but very slow, etc, etc. And then we've got the very light bow cavalry, the Persian Mounted Bowmen. We can see if you can build any more. Persian Levies, Pagan Band, this is another one. They probably are actually better. No, they're not. They're a little bit worse off than the Persian Levies. But again, another spear unit, and obviously we've got them. I'll see if there's anything else changed. I doubt it. Noble State. This is pretty much probably what's going to be what the Eastern units are. Sovereign Cataphracts. We can do this actually. We might as well do that so we can see what they look like. The upgrades. So we do a couple turns so we can get that. We're going to seek this man a wife. Maduk Nadine Aki. And same for him. Make him commander of there. Governor's assigned. So let's see where you start off with. We've got that one guy there. I think we've only got that one settlement then. Oh no, we don't. We have Tusp as well. Okay. Duin, which is our capital. Tusp, which is to the south. Sorry, we've got this as well. So, money we've got. What should we build? Workshops, Squalor. We are currently -3. We can also build this up. Food consumption 20. We would get some Persian Scouts, Persian Brigade, Persian. Oh, that might be good actually, because then we can check out what garrison units we've got. So we've got Persian Nobles, as you can see the stats here. Heavy melee cavalry, these are going to be pretty good, we want them. This is actually good now, so we can see what units. This is the Dynamite Warriors. Medium melee infantry. Not too great, but health's pretty good. And they've got good missile damage on them as well. Persian Brigade, which we saw before. And obviously Persian Bows and the other units. So there's a couple extra ones there. Okay, build it up. Maybe not actually, we don't need to see that now, do we? Let's increase this so we can get sanitation, or should we get public order? Let's get some public order in. And then we'll save our money. Let's check what trade is like with other people. Iran. So these are basically the satrapies as well. Let's arrange your marriage. No, let's not do that. So the Sassanian Empire is still obviously very, very big. Let's see what we're on terms with them. Eastern Roman Empire, friendly.
God bless us both with skill.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Cartley. So these ones are we're going to be taking out first of all. We've got trade with them though. Lazica.
Please be.
This can help out with some money. So Sassanian Empire cannot trade with us at the moment, but we have got military access with all these factions. Let's quickly spam these turns if you can. Let's go for that. Province. Public order, bonus to presence of Greek. Okay, let's do that. Let's try another turn. And we'll have a quick little battle and see what these units are like. And probably still, to be honest, you can't really gauge too much what they're going to be like at the beginning of the campaign, because obviously you get weaker units in the first place anyways. See what they look like on the battlefield. I won't have to maybe put them in battle, but okay, we're going to take a hand. Control -2. That's the power. So quickly wait the turn so we can get the research done. We can increase his units and then we'll attack. Just whack a couple extra units in. Potion levy.
A noble cause requires noble men. Our Lord needs good fighters.
Tripsos. So this is obviously very similar to where the settlements are Mustakata in Rome 2. But I haven't actually played as Sassaniad, so this would be quite an interesting one to play against them. But this is probably a campaign I will not be doing, I will not be playing. But now we've got the increase, so let's see what these guys look like. So now we've got the Armenian spears, so heavy spear infantry. So within 2 turns we've got that, so it's pretty good. So happy with that. And then we've got the bows as well. And now we've got light bow infantry, Persian bowmen. So we're going to do a quick skirmish with battle with these.
My lord. Is that all, my lord?
Maybe that's to declare war with him. Here we are, that's a card.
Welcome, friend. Welcome.
Maybe you can't declare war because we're satrapy of these guys, aren't we?
Speak, my friend, and burden.
Besieging
Okay,
settlement.
let's attack.
Let them cower before our might.
Okay, let's just basically see what the units look like. I'm not going to actually get them to do anything in battle because he's probably going to lose anyways. But basically see what they look like, and so you can see the reskins of them. But this is obviously just a little quick mod impressions. There will be obviously some mods coming up in the future which will be campaign mods, which obviously I'll go into more in depth. This is more of a reskin, so you can play. It's kind of like a free LC faction. There's no real campaign changes, it's just obviously someone's unlocked it, you can play it. And obviously they've done a few little reskins of the units and stuff. So there's nothing really flushed out. It's not like a Spartacus Rises campaign with units, the whole shebang, all that kind of stuff. But assume once there is actual official DLC for Attila, which would be like actual DLC campaign packs, then people will start doing it for different maps they're going to be releasing for it, like the Wrath of Sparta and stuff like that, Hannibal the Gates. But you know, if you are bored with playing as any Eastern faction, well, Sassaniad Empire, so any Eastern faction there is, or Eastern Roman Empire in that kind of area, and you obviously want to bring yourself to power and beat the Sassaniad Empire with one of the satrapies, then this is the mod for you. Okay, let's get these grouped up.
Our orders, band together. Mounted bowmen, we attack as one. Scout, battle group ready. Nobles, battle group.
Okay, let's see what these spearmen look like. This is them up close. This is the one that actually looks like a Viking, but these are the Armenian spears. These are heavy spear infantry. We've also got the Persian Brigade, light melee infantry, obviously, which is the sword units. Nice helmets, nice garbs they've got. And we've got our bowmen. We've got the Persian bowmen. These are the ones who are upgraded, so they're not very light bowman infantry. They're light bowman infantry now. Obviously, it's still not as good as some of the other factions in this area. Now we have got the Persian cataphracts. As always, armor on the horses. They're pretty cool. It's like a cool unit as well. They're mixed with, it looks like nomadic people, and then some with helmets. Now we've got the guys with like turbans. We've got the Persian mounted bowmen, a very light bow cavalry, tier 1 obviously as well. We've got Persian scouts, which is obviously like very light melee cavalry, which is basically as they are scout units. So they're going to be running in, causing some havoc. They've got the hats on as well. And then we've got the general. He's also, oh, these are cool units. So we've got horse units. That's him in the front there. That was our faction leader, by the looks of things, with his nice colourful shield. And the rest have got maces, or whatever you want to call them, and armoured horses. So there you go, guys. There's some of the units. Obviously there's some tier 3, tier 2 ones later on in the campaign, but obviously I'm not going to be going into that much detail for it. If you enjoyed the video, please give the video a like, hit that subscribe button. There'll be some more mod impressions coming up soon, and I'll leave the description below for the mod itself. So if you want to have fun with it, have a laugh, and try something out different, I'll catch you all in the next video. Bye bye.